Some notes on chapter 5 here. So the first thing that I'll talk about is really comparing integers. We're not going to compare doubles right now or floats, so just focus on the integers. And the first one is x equals to y. So this is really comparing. And then remember that this is assigning. And those are two different things. This resolves to true or false, and this makes y be the value of x. So if x is already 5 and y is 6, now x is 6. Line 9 is not equal to, 10 and 11. This is greater than or equal to, and this is less than or equal to. When we talk about comparing, if I do, x is the same as y, or is x equal to y, that resolves to a value of true, or it resolves to a value of false, and those are called Boolean values. So now you have three primitives. You have integers, doubles, and Boolean. So Boolean act like primitives, and you can use all of these symbols. Strings, on the other hand, are different. Strings compare differently because they're objects. They have a capital letter, and that's how you know it's an object. So if I'm going to compare A and B, and so I'm going to say A dot equals B, and this will resolve to true or false. So I can do Boolean C equals this value. So A dot equals B is kind of the same as A equals B, except it works for strings. And so there's a number of these if we're going to spend some time on it. There's equals, ignore case. Of course, it doesn't autocomplete when I want it to. All right, we'll let it just not. I'll just make a list of them later for you so that you've got them. But for now, just use equals. So here, A equals B. And let's talk about the structure of the control statements. So if conditional, and then curly brace, and it ends. If you don't have the curly brace, then put a C in there, because that already resolved to a true or false. You can do that too. If we don't have the curly brace, it only evaluates the one line after it. So this is the same as without a curly brace. If you have an else statement, you add it here, you add another set of curly braces. We'll do A dot equals. There they all are. So contains is empty. There's a ton of these. The only thing we should really probably worry about is equals today. There's equals, ignore case. We'll do that one just for fun. So this will resolve to false, and we can say system.out.println. These words are the same. Because if it's true, it's going to come here. And if it's false, it's going to go into the else. So I'm going to just copy and paste me. These words are not the same. And then if we're going to change that up a little bit, and let's say that we're doing greater than, less than, or equal to, we could put an else if, and then another else here. So if you do if and else, So put C in there for now. You generally want to have this be greater than, this be equal to, and this be less than, or some scenario where you're comparing always the same three components. I'm going to stop the video here and move on to the and or ors in the next video.